All right, everybody, welcome back. And in this video, we're going to carry on with our setup, and we're going to get into week one. So full event setup here. So I have a couple hypothetical players. We have our one tough son of a gun gimmick is our white player, our white cubes, and our unnatural is our purple, along with myself playing as the yellow cubes. So for the purposes of this, we're going to assume that the one tough son of a gun with the white cube is a rank 3, didn't get a great draw to start off with, but might be holding on to something in his hand. And our unnatural purple is a 6, also a little bit better, but not quite as high as my 9 with the yellow. However you chose the commentator, that first commentator is going to choose the event for week one. I am the commentator in this case, so I'm going to take a peek at my event cards. I'm looking for a couple things here. I'm looking for if faces or heels can adjust their drama rolls. I am looking for disqualification risk if I got a couple weapons in my hand and going to do something dirty during the match. In this case, I'm going to choose my referee Ralph Winslow here for eruption. Now in this case, this is a situation where he's going to get a little antsy and wants to call a tight match, so disqualification comes at a heavy cost. Also to note too, and very important for this, is that the world and tag team champions are defending their matches or their title belts during this event. This is in addition to the TV champion always defends their title no matter what. The TV championship will change hands a lot. So I'm going to throw my event card right here, and we're going to flip it to the drama side, as drama becomes before anything else. So event setup, how do we do this? There's a few things that we have to worry about here, all right? First things first, everybody declares what they're going to do at the table based on what they have. I know the situation here. So in this case, you have options. When you're in the opening tier, you can choose to wrestle a dark match, and I'm going to grab the bottom superstar here and just explain that. You can choose to wrestle a dark match, which is this lowest number here. This is the wrestler's rank. You can see that my 3 opener, the one tough son of a gun, actually has a chance against Olympia at the 3 level. You have the option to wrestle a normal match, so you would wrestle based on your tier, one of these 3. These are the openers. The next number is the opener. So at the opener level, somebody would wrestle like her at a 9. If there were mid-carders, they would wrestle at the 23 level, and then the main eventers 43. Those are the numbers you have to beat with your moves and your abilities and your attire and any one-shots you play and any help that you get. So that's the number that you have to beat in order to defeat that superstar. So everybody's going to declare what they're doing. We're going to go around the table. I am going to wrestle a normal match. I'm going to wrestle a regular match. My 9, I feel confident. So I'm going to draw a superstar card. I'm going to place him face down next to my playmat. One tough son of a gun is not really happy about this. So what he's going to do, he's going to take the other option. He's going to enjoy the show. Now, enjoying the show means that he's not going to draw a wrestler or a superstar. He's going to as the turns go, he's going to be able to draw and enjoy an extra card over the course of his turn. So trying to build up strength a little bit. The unnatural is going to look at this and say, you know what? I'm at a 6. I'm going to wrestle a dark match. So again, you take this card and you draw it and you place it face down next to your play mat. Now in a dark match, one thing that happens is even though it's at a lower level, there are no interviews. So the interview roll during drama phase doesn't happen. Drama phase still happens, so somebody else could play a drama card on you, but you're not getting an interview because this is kind of representative of one of those matches that happens in the background before the main event actually occurs. And you also get 1 fewer reward for winning. So in this case, if he were to defeat this superstar, he will end up choosing 1 less reward for winning that match. So maybe foregoing a match point, foregoing a crowd point, or foregoing a gear draw. So we have that all set up. We have who's going to be. We have to decide how many points are in the event pool. Now, in this case, we have the tag team champions are defending. So we're going to pull those down. And what did I say before? Was it the world champion? The world champion is defending. So the world champion is defending. And like I said, I'm going to put these guys right here. And the TV champion is defending. Okay, so all of these are defending. Now, one thing I've neglected to say is the other option when you're choosing, I could have said, you know what, because the TV champion is defending, I want to take on that TV champion, but I'm not feeling confident in my ability to do so. So these champions are all going to wrestle against other superstars. So we have to determine what our event pool is. This is based on this number here on certain gimmicks, title belts, and a few other cards in the game. So you're going to look and you're going to kind of determine based on this, okay? So my bodybuilder gimmick is 3 crowd points. I'm going to do this kind of piecemeal just to kind of prove the point. The one tough son of a gun is 2 crowd points. The unnatural is 3 crowd points in the pool. The TV champion belt adds a point. The world champion adds 3 crowd points. And the tag team champion belts each add 1 crowd point. So there's your event pool. This is to represent the amount of excitement that is occurring at this event. Since there's some championship belts on the line, there's more excitement. And there's excitement based on the types of gimmicks that are kind of in play. This pool gets depleted over time, and later rounds or later players in the round might find themselves facing an empty crowd point event pool, in which case they have some options, but we'll get there during gameplay later on. Now, the commentator, before anything else happens, the last thing the commentator needs to do before this all starts off is set the player order. This is not go around the table. The commentator does, but this is strategic. So in this case, let's just say that he says, you know what? I will say, you know what? One tough Sonic, you're enjoying the show. I'm going to let you go first. So you are the first player to go. And then the unnatural, you know what? You're doing a dark match. So you go second because I'm not worried about crowd points getting pulled. And then I will go last. So there's your player order. These cubes just represent which order every week this is going on. As the rounds stop or as each player takes their turn, you can just remove that so that you can keep track of who hasn't gone yet. Okay, so we've got the event pool. We've got the player order. Before we get into the first phase, which will be in another video, everybody at the table in player order draws a ring card face down. So now, here's the fun part. You draw this face down. One tough Sonic Gun draws it, but we're going to take a look. You can look at that. If anytime you're drawing a ring card and you get a style or a gimmick, you have the option before the next player goes to discard that. So I'm going to say, you know, I'm going to discard that. I'm going to take another card to my hand. Now I got an angle this time, so this goes to the hand. The unnatural draws a heel turn card. That goes to the hand. And then I draw another heel turn, it goes to my hand. So this is a way to get cards. These cards, even if you draw an angle here, these cards are not, they don't go into effect immediately. They go to your hand. In the next phase, which is roll call, when you draw your ring card face up, those face up ring cards do take effect right away if it's a feud or an angle. So beware. If you are discarding those styles and gimmicks, you open yourself up to a chance for something good or something bad to happen. So the table is set. Oh, one last thing. Sorry, I forgot. Last thing that you do before this is you draw who is going to be defending the title. So we're going to draw, or competing for the titles. So Tarja Torn is going to challenge Gore Garrison for that TV title. Cletus McPeanut is going to challenge Pepe Le Pew for the world. And our two, Bradley and Dracowolf, are going to challenge Nate Storm and Octavius for that tag team championship. So hopefully that makes sense. At this point, you would go into your rounds, and then at the conclusion of that, or you can decide if you want to do it at the beginning, you will resolve these matches between all the title belts and move everything around. So, as you get started, you're gonna flip the cards of who you're wrestling. Hemlock Hayes and Janae. there you go. You're ready to get into the first round, Diabolical Dave's Rumble Throwdown. Hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments and we'll be happy to answer them. Looking forward to the next video and enjoy the game.